Hello, welcome back. Let me tell you about some names you might not be familiar with. Virginia Hall, Vera Atkins and Noor Inayat Khan. You might not recognise their names, but those three women helped bring down Nazi Germany as part of a secret spy organisation set up by Winston Churchill.
75 years on, their incredible stories being told in a new film called Liberte, A Call to Spy. Let's speak to the writer, producer and star, Sarah Megan Thomas, who plays Virginia Hall in the film. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. I know you got a bit of an injury.
Yeah, someone said break a leg on the way in, and
I was saying to Louise this morning, I feel slightly ignorant that I don't know anything about these women. Their story is such a heroic one.
Yeah, I mean, they're incredible stories, and frankly, I didn't know anything about them till I started doing the research, but they were three women in Churchill's secret army who fought for liberty in Nazi-occupied France.
Tell us about the character. So you wrote it, you produced it, and you also play one of the characters, which is quite something in itself. Tell us about your character that you play, Virginia Hall.
Yeah, so Virginia Hall was a woman with a wooden leg. She actually shot her foot off hunting when she was 27, and the American government wouldn't let her be a diplomat, which was her dream because of her disability, and she was a woman. And ultimately, she became a spy for the British SOE, and the spy the Nazis dubbed the most dangerous of all, because she was an organizer in Lyon.
So they were desperate to get rid of this woman.
Yes, they were desperate. And actually, the SOE was desperate for women. It was an experiment. They sent in women because they thought they would be more inconspicuous, and they had a 50-50 chance of survival.
And that's what they were told.
And they were told that. And I mean, these women are so inspiring. They went in knowing they may not come home, but they believed in the cause so much and wanted to do something active.
Tell us about Liberte. The title was one of their last words of one of them. Is
yeah,
that right?
So Noor Inayat Khan, who's played by the amazing Radhika Apte, was the first female wireless operator in France, and she unfortunately was murdered, and her last words before she was killed were reportedly Liberte, which is what these women were fighting for, freedom for everybody.
And what about Vera Atkins? Vera
Atkins is a wonderful character played by Stana Katic, if there are any Castle fans out there, and she was really There she is. So she was the spy mistress, the woman in charge with recruiting female spies.
And just tell us, so the film is inspired. It's not kind of based. It's sort of based on them or inspired on them. How does it work?
Yeah, so it's technically inspired by true stories. So what I did is I took this enormous amount of research, the SOE files, the OSS files, living relatives. Many people helped with the research, and I used this as kind of background to tell the arc of their lives, but tell a greater story about three women from different backgrounds and nationalities uniting to resist evil, instead of any one of these spies could have a biopic made about them. That would be fantastic too.
Yeah, it feels very sort of 2019, even though it's a 75-year-old story.
Yeah, so we're very excited that we're going to be opening at the Edinburgh International Film Festival in competition with this film in the month that commemorates the 75th anniversary of D-Day, and also Scotland is where our UK-based spies historically trained.
I suppose also, I mean, it's that by the nature of their stories, we don't know a lot of them because they were spies. It was wrapped up in secrecy for many years.
You know, that's a really good point, because it was wrapped up in secrecy, and also there was a culture of not talking about it after the war. These women did it because they believed in the cause. They didn't do it for any other reason, and very few of them talked about it, even to their own families. Virginia Hall did in depth to her own family after the war.
So in terms of where you got your information from, how much research did you have to do? Because it's a few years in the making this as well, isn't it?
I'm thankful to so many people. If you look at the special thanks in the end credits, I mean, there's just lists. But I mean, the CIA Spy Museum, so many individuals, intelligence records. But again, I use those facts because it's about three women as the arc of their lives, and I really wanted to stay true to who they were as individuals, but used that to make a fiction film that allows for this greater exploration.
Explain because you really have hurt yourself.
You're not in character, though.
No.
Your character had a wooden leg.
Well, I ruptured my Achilles tendon, and it's life imitating art. You know, I had to hide my real leg on set for so long, and we had prosthesis. My foot would be in beds, it would be tucked away, and so the tendon just got weakened, and I, post-shooting, was out for a jog, and it completely ruptured. And I have to say, I had so much respect for Virginia Hall before I shot the movie. Oh my gosh, I mean, just the challenges of not having, you know, both your legs is daunting.
Oh, I know it's mending. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's mending. Thanks,
Thank you very
guys.
much for coming to see
Brilliant
us.
story, and it's wonderfully told as well.
Liberte, A Call to Spy will have its world premiere, as you said, at the Edinburgh International Film Festival on Friday.
Lovely to see you, Sarah.
Thanks.
That is it from us today. Charlie and Aga are here tomorrow from 6, and Danny Boyle is going to be on the show as well.
He will. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a lovely one. Goodbye.